It's done. It's finished. It's over for another 4 years, and we now know who is supposedly the greatest football team in the world, and probably who won't get past the group stages in 2022. The answer to both is Les Blues. It could have been so different. It could have been England who conceded 4 goals to France in the final, but instead the Three Lions had to put up with a third-place playoff match with as much purpose as men's nipples. Although, credit where it's due, England did manage to become the first team in World Cup history to face just 2 good teams in the tournament and managed to lose to them 3 times. So, not all bad. But whilst England were honouring their Arsenal contingent with a 4th place finish in the World Cup, the final delivered exactly what the tournament deserved. And after 2 consecutive finals ending 0-0 previously, we were treated to a whopping 6-goal frenzy in the 2018 final. But it wasn't just a final of dramatic footballing incident. There was also a pitch invasion. Own goals, wonder kids, pitch invasions. If you added a dog onto the pitch and a streaker, it would have been almost perfect. During the match, several female police officers appeared to rush onto the pitch and high-five players, showing a turn of pace exceeding anything that Phil Jones has displayed this tournament. The incident was later claimed as an act of protest from performance group Pussy Riot, who later on social media posted a political message video that was somewhere between a hostage release tape and an 0898 late night chat room advert.
Ты, наверное, знаешь о том, что в России нет правового государства, и любой полицейский может просто так ворваться в твою жизнь.
Ironically, the police corruption they talk about is the same police corruption that probably means we won't see those 3 ever again. Maybe everything isn't quite so cool in Russia as this flashy, shiny World Cup might suggest. The game itself, though, was a belter, with France living up to their promise and Paul Pogba showing the world the player that Manchester United thought they'd bought a couple of seasons ago. I don't think anyone even mentioned his haircut. Oh, apart from Patrice Evra.
Oh my goodness! I can't wait, Paul! I can't wait to get back to England with the trophy! I swear, I will do the same hair! Respect my brother! Respect him!
He really does love this game. Although I now really want Pogba to do something absolutely ridiculous with his hair, just so Patrice has to do the same. I mean, more ridiculous than usual, that is. It was Pogba who took centre stage, even after the match, when he celebrated with the French president and taught him how to dab.
Président, c'est quoi le nouveau geste maintenant? Ah ouais, dab! Ah oui!
That was the moment that I was glad England didn't win the World Cup. The thought of Theresa May dabbing with Jesse Lingard, it's just too much. She probably fucked that up as well. But it was a moment of football meets politics that may well have been my personal highlight of the World Cup, and it came from an Englishman in the final. Gary Neville used his BBC TV platform during the trophy presentation for some scathing political analysis.
Well, you see that, Putin's there, he's got obviously a horrible reputation, he might not be a saint, the guy, but we've got a couple of muppets back home, you think of Boris Johnson, David Davis, and those guys who just resigned. They're absolute muppets, these guys.
Harry Kane winning the Golden Boot is one thing, and that's winning it, not just claiming it. But Gary Neville taking time out to call Boris Johnson and David Davies muppets on national TV is another. Take a bow, son. Let's get him and Danny Dyer in charge of Brexit pronto. And speaking of muppets, to round off the tournament, we need to award the 2018 Golden Bell. Forget the Golden Boot or the Golden Ball, this is our award to the individual who has acted like the biggest bell during the World Cup, and this year it goes to Neymar. Whilst one wannabe GOAT, Kylian Mbappe, was busy showing what he can do with the ball at his feet and scoring goals at the tender age of 19, another player who sees himself as the pretender to the throne over Messi and Ronaldo fell somewhat short. Literally fell short. For it's Neymar's rolling around on the floor ridiculousness that means the Brazilian wonder kid and the world's most expensive player gets this year's Golden Bell. During the tournament, Neymar spent almost 20 minutes on his arse on the turf rather than showing off his skills. That's nearly 4 minutes of every game he played. It makes him a great contender for the Roly-Poly World Championships, but it's not so great if you're playing football. His acts prompted Eric Cantona, in his role as the Commissioner for Football for ESPN, to say this.
This is my new luggage. I called it Neymar. Because of the color, but mainly because of this. You barely touch it, and it turns round and round for hours.
And just like Neymar, that luggage probably cost a whole lot more than it's worth and will fall apart as soon as you try and take it abroad. I guess if you really want to be a global superstar, you do need to have your own move named after you. The Cruyff turn, the Ronaldo step over, Ronaldinho's elastico, and Neymar's rolling around on the floor. These are tricks that children can recreate in the playground after seeing them on TV the night before. Just like this. And that will be Neymar's legacy. Whilst kids in France will be recreating Mbappe's goal in the final, in Brazil, kids will be getting tapped on the foot and rolling around on the floor clutching their elbows like they've just been shot. And for that, Neymar, you get the golden bell. That's it, we're done, and the World Cup is done. And what a World Cup it's been! I hope the domestic season can live up to it. We'll be back for then with the next of these podcasts and vodcasts as well. Make sure you've subscribed in all the right places in your podcasting app. You can click the YouTube link just down there, and that'll subscribe you to this channel, or you can head to ontheleftSide.co.uk for all the links you need to everything we do. You go and do that, and then we can get bogged down in transfer rumours that aren't real for a few weeks before we come back soon. I'll see you then. Bye bye.